Hello there, hi, it's Eleanor Grace from London, United Kingdom, and I'm here to give some free psychic messages to our callers. So, welcome to Moonstruck TV, A1R Psychic Radio. We crew across the world. Everybody is able to stream live and watch our programs. So, are you ready then for some psychic messages here? Now, today, I'm going to be using my cards here. These are the bright pictorial tarot cards. They're really lovely to use. They give great accuracy on timescales. So that's what we'll be looking at. When are things going to happen for you and how are they all going to come about? It's really quite important for all of you to sort of understand that progression and how we can get from A to B and what are those events and circumstances coming into our future. So that's one set of cards that I have here. And this is my other little teeny weeny set that I'm using here, Egyptian. These are Egyptian cartouche cards, the ancient writings and scriptures, the first writings that we had as humankind on those pyramids. These are those little cards. It's all about that very famous image of the key of life and the Ankh. That's what pop stars and rock stars use as often their symbol. Let me see if I can find it for you here, because we will be pulling this one out. We've got lotus, the Sphinx. There we are. That's the one that I'm talking about. It's the Ankh, the key of life. So I'm going to be focusing onto that here today. And it's about our key of life, what we expect to have in our future path, in our journey, and how we can connect to loved ones in spirit as well, which is mediumship. Now, also, as many of you know, I like to use crystal balls in my readings, and they make a big difference because they help to uplift the sort of psychic element that you are going to experience as well in your reading. So it's not just uplifting that psychic element, but it's also bringing in energies to help you to manifest some change, bringing about change. So we've got Tammy here in North Carolina. Hello there, Tammy. Lake Wakba.
Hello.
So North Carolina. Hello, Tammy. Hi. How are you here
Hi.
today? You good? You doing well?
Doing
Yeah.
good.
Okay. I've got my amethyst crystal ball here. I don't know if you've ever had a reading before with a crystal ball, but this is very pretty. It's like a lilac color. If you can see it on screen, any of those that are following, it's really nice to look at because you can gain a lot of info from all of the inclusions. It's great to meditate on. It's a really uplifting crystal. It's one of the original crystals as well. The amethyst was revered by the Romans as being higher in value than diamonds because the amethyst was said to rule the sea, and that was the god of the sea that amethyst was used for. So healing powers, I'm just connecting to you here, and I feel that that's probably around you at the moment, this need for you to feel better, to feel more positive about yourself and your life, and for you to also gather together some strength for the future path. Now, I do have this new beginning for you. It is a pathway that's opening, but it seems as though you have just got to open a gate. You've got to go through a new sort of section in your life. I can see a gate here in the crystal. So from where you are in your home, you need to imagine that you can sort of open an outdoor gate, like from a garden gate out onto a new field. You don't have to physically have it there, but in a little brief meditation, this is what you need to think about because this is what's taking you further. You're going into a new life almost here. And I feel that this is deserved. It's well deserved. It's not just symbolic. So a very special time time awaits you. It's coming in very quickly as well. So this month of May will just drift on by, but June, major turning point for you in June. And the healing. Now, are you overcoming either a period of bad health or even a minor operation? Because I feel that this is uplifting you enormously. So what's that story around you? You've also got a connection here in spirit. There's a man who I feel may be a father or a grandfather, but is a male standing in front of you almost, holding out his arms towards you, wanting to let you know he's thinking of you as well. So you've got a lot going on here, haven't you? And I feel that this is
Yes.
an important, yeah. Was this your father
Yes,
that
the
has
male
passed over?
figure,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
no, my oldest son did recently.
Okay. Oh,
Um
did he? Ah,
and
okay.
yes, yes, yes.
And
In
your father,
February.
February.
My
Oh my
my
goodness.
father I
And
never yes, my
you
father I
didn't
never
know.
met. Yes,
Okay,
he
well
passed
this
before I got
man,
to meet him.
okay. Okay, all right. Well, firstly, I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm so very sorry. It's so hard, so painful. But this gate is there, and it's like you're going outside of yourself and opening the gate and reaching out to spirit, because this man, there were two. And to me, it seemed as though it could be a father, grandfather, but the generations are there. Um,
Right.
so perhaps it is grandfather and your son's
I was close
grandfather.
with
But
my grandfather. Yeah. I
yeah,
was close with
yeah.
his grandfather.
Uh, okay, all right. Well, I think that they're all gathered, but your son in particular is opening his arms. He's the one with the open arms welcoming you. So he's with you. You know, he's with you a lot. I mean, he doesn't leave you at all. He's visited many times. It's like he's in another dimension. We don't know where that is.
Right.
None of us
Hmm.
do, because we're here on the earth plane. We're living our life.
I
But
know sometimes
it's,
I feel the need to call his name like he would answer at times,
yeah,
just at weird
yeah,
times during the day.
yeah,
And,
yeah.
I expect him to answer me.
No, I think that he
But yeah.
tries to. I do. I genuinely do. Um, I feel that he gets in your car, he enjoys music that you like, and he gets
Hmm.
annoyed with
Yeah.
some of the songs that you play. Did he get annoyed with that sort of romantic songs or
He
something?
got
Did
it.
he really get?
He got, yeah. We like kind of the same music, but when something would come on that he knew he didn't like,
Yeah.
he'd turn it.
Yeah. Oh, he's saying that to you, I think. I think that's what he's saying. That's why I'm giving that to you as a message. I think he's saying, okay, I've still got my sense of humor. I'm still here. I still don't want you to play those silly sob songs. But when you do, it's when you will think of him. But please don't
Yeah.
cry anymore. That's why you've got the amethyst, because it is important to have that healing. And your sense of being is so very important to your son, because he knows where you are. He's got a sense of dimension, and it's really important to have that. I meet and greet and speak to and hold counsel with so many spirits over 30 years now, and every single time it seems to be that beam of light, your energy, your electricity, your aura is absolutely critical to those souls in spirit, so we can see where we've come from and who we've yet to meet, because he is
Right.
gathering a lot of other spirits around him. So don't think of him as though he's gone. Just think of him as there and in another space, which we're not quite
Yes.
sure of yet. I'm sure we'll find all of
Right.
that out one day. But did he also have a dog that he liked very much? What was it about his dog? Did you have a family pet?
His He had a dog, and he's not even 2 years old yet. And when he passed,
Oh,
they lived with me, and I have his dog. And
yeah,
because mine
yeah.
had passed a week prior to his passing, so my
All
dog's
right.
there wherever he's at.
Okay, okay. Well, he's saying that to you then. I understand that now because I'd got this dog running around and barking, and then knowing that was grounded because coming down a bit there was another dog. So you've got his dog, he's got your dog. So you've both got a dog.
Yeah.
So it's friends in
Yep.
spirit as well. That's always there. It's always very important. So your mum here, I'm seeing your mother. Is she quite frail at the moment? I've got problems around
Yes.
your mother's legs. What is that? Is that you've
My
got to
mother,
watch
my
her?
mother passed also.
Okay, all
My
right.
mother passed also. Yes.
Was it with her legs? Did she fall? The big fall? I've got a big fall
It was
here.
after. It was after. Yeah, she had broken a hip. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So just after that, that's what caused her to go. Well, she's here too. We've got a party now, and they're all gathering to say hello. There's an anniversary coming up. Lots of flowers. I've got lots of white flowers that are here in particular, but they're all different ones. You know, great big blousy flowers like chrysanthemums or big sort of pom poms. And they do seem to be relevant and important. They're being given to you anyway, and it must be an anniversary or birthday of yours that's coming up that I'm connecting
Yes,
to
in
because
July.
they're yeah, okay. I thought so because they weren't there when they passed it. This was very much around you. So what a lovely connection that you've got here. I've
Yes.
got the initial of C. I want to write that down on the sand. So are you going to the beach soon? Are you going to a vacation where I've got
Yes, I was
sand
going
anyway?
to the beach just for shopping this weekend.
Okay, all right, all right. Well, who is the initial of C? What is that to you? I'm seeing this in the
Mm,
crystal. It may
mm,
be an
mm,
S
mm.
because it's gone from C to S, but it doesn't really matter. I was getting more of a Chrissy sort of name, but I'm unsure because I don't feel that that's connected to those loved ones in spirit. What was your son's name, please?
Luke.
Luke. Okay. Um, okay. It was quite sporty, wasn't he? And
Yes.
he's got lots
Yes.
lots of jumping up and down here, and really liking his sport. It's sort of a hallelujah, hooray! I'm here. I'm with you. Don't worry. Just don't worry. Don't worry about Luke. Don't worry about him. Think about yourself now. Open that gate. Imagine yourself opening that gate. Don't be frightened to do that. Watch for somebody called Chris who is around. He's a friend. He's a real guide. He's somebody that is going to help you maybe understand a little bit more about spirit and about psychic connections too. So I'm going to leave you there with your wonderful son
Okay.
Luke, who um, is so happy to see you jumping up and down, celebrating. There's so much love between you and him, and sometimes it's just what's meant to be, he said. But remember,
Yes.
you've got his dog, and he knows that. So lots of love to you. It's been a pleasure
Lots
and
of
a
love to
delight to
you,
read for
and
you.
thank you.
Okay, it's
Thank
my
you.
pleasure. Okay. All right then. So that's a little demonstration, I suppose, and of what can happen with mediumship and how we can connect through to spirit. And it's really important, I think, for me to try and explain what I see as well as a medium and how these little slivers of like ghostly appearances can suddenly then turn into a full face and figure, and we're gathering with other souls in spirit who perhaps want to come through and get that message to our ancestors. And as I've said before, we don't exactly know where everybody is, but over 30 years now, I've been doing this consistently, every day, every week for many, many hundreds of thousands, no doubt, of you guys. So it's important to remember that there is a dimension. If you are suffering from somebody who's passed over, remember them closely to your heart. Remember their name, maybe speak it out loud. Do talk to them, because you never know. They may just be there listening to you and wanting to share as well. So thank you so much for Luke to come forward. Okay, we have our next caller online now. I know that they're there, but I'm not. Hello, it's Renee. Hello. I went a little bit over on that reading. Of course, we had that fabulous connection. So, Renee, hello there. How are you today? Are you okay there, Renee? You're from New
Yes, I
Jersey.
am.
Hello,
Yes.
hi. Lovely to meet you. Renee, let's just connect, shall we, with some cards here. I haven't used these yet this evening. Well, it's evening here in London, but I know it's daytime over there in the States. So let's just shuffle some of these cards. I'm going to take one or two and see exactly what is coming through for you. Now, here, this is your first card, and you're this lovely lady here that is really trying very, very hard to wield her sword. So I feel that this for you is an opportunity to just suddenly say, do you know what? Halt, everybody. Renee is here, and Renee is going to speak up, tell you exactly what she is going to do. So you're going to find your voice. You're coming into an empowered time where you're strong, and you're going to speak up. You're going to say something very important to those people around you that need to listen. Perhaps they're employers, perhaps they are individuals who just haven't seemed to take too much notice of you recently. They can be friends and family, but suddenly you will have your say. A partner here, I feel, is important, and a partner will be listening to you as well. So remember to find your voice. Now, the other thing that you have very much in your pathway here is the Magician. The Magician is an unexpected development. It can go badly or it can go really, really well. So let's see what is happening next. Does it go badly or does it go well? Well, you have got the Tower. This is in the past. This is things that have gone badly for you. Throwing everything away and feeling as though disaster has been around you, that you wanted to just get rid of negative elements, negative vibrations as well. Very important that you've dealt with that. And I feel now is a new beginning point in destiny. This is for you. You will be really piercing that way forward. You've got here this wonderful picture of swords, which allow you to be strong mentally, emotionally, physically. Renee, I think that you are about to sort of step up a bit. It's as though you can start to walk and then you walk very, very quickly, and then it's a slow jog, and then it's a jog, and then you're really, really running very fast. And this is towards your goal, towards your future. It's not anything to do with anybody else. This is a personal journey of yours. This is really great. I mean, this is a time of change as well for you, and a time where everything starts to roll forward and everything starts to roll around. Now, I like to use crystals, as we've already seen. I've got my quartz here, and this one, pure quartz, and we like to bring in the aquamarine flavor. It its elements belong to the sea as well as the amethyst, but I'm using this with you, Renee, because I feel that despite all of the power and all of that sentiment that you have had coming in, it's with the cards. I think that now it's time to reconcile some differences. So as you're going forward in June, July, you will be making absolutely sure that you're reaching out to those that are important to you, but you are removing individuals that are negative, people that you just cannot seem to gravitate to. And now these are also in that pathway with regard to your relationship, your personal relationship. So has there been some difficulty here, Renee? Have you either left somebody, or is that what you're contemplating at the moment? Because there's a departure. And I need to know if this is the man who is in your life or an ex, because you do have several people gathering as you step into June and July. So you've got this empowerment, you're attracting people to you, and that's making sure that you've got some choices. So Renee, let's have a look at this then. What is it about your life that you are about to change? Is that your partner, or are you looking forward here for new work prospects and new groundings where you're putting down new roots as well? You've thrown it all away only to bring it back. So how does this fare with you, Renee?
Well, I am married,
Yeah,
and we have gone through a lot emotionally,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I'd like to fix that. I like to repair my marriage.
Well, you have got that
I would love that.
reconciliation. Yeah, yeah. Um, it's like what I've said already is that you threw things away. You know, both of you would have done that, and that this is time to step into your power. You need some courage to do that, though. So you've got a couple of weeks now to think about this properly, because it's June and July before anything can really change. So it's like getting the recipe correct. You need the menu in order to get the recipe, and then you need the recipe to cook the meal. And you have got that. You will be successful, absolutely successful. I can see here in the crystal, it's turning around with those rays of aquamarine, and the aquamarine brings in intelligence, and that's what you need, a really intelligent way of making your statement clear, and also saying, look, you know, I love you. Well, let's start from there. Let's just start from there. You have to forgive him, and you can, because you do have the capacity to do that. But the more that you punish him for whatever is said, done, or however he's behaved, the more he is going to be isolated, and the more he is just going to retreat. And he doesn't want to be punished. He knows that he hasn't been the best partner to you, and that he's betrayed you. He does know that, and he feels dreadful about it. But you have to reach a point where you can say, that's it. You know, I'm happy with you. I want to have you in my life, in my future. I don't want you to disappear. Because if you disappear, then I haven't got the man that I married, and you can get it back. You really can. And there's years ahead, years and years. I see a boat in your crystal. It's very unusual to see a boat, but it is making things travel a little bit further away from your predicament as it is at the moment. Because when you're given a symbol like a boat, it really just says, well, you've both got to get in it, and you've both got to sink or swim. And that's two of you. There's two people to make this story work. I see that you've had lots of trouble as well with sort of mood swings. There's lots of water here, maybe hormones, maybe some elements where you perhaps need to have some help, some um, herbal remedies, or something that makes you feel good, because that is a really strong image that I have here, this well-being, fitness, the jogging, and you turning everything around so very, very quickly as well. So I do feel that this is an important dimension that you have. There's a friend here that is, I think it's somebody actually in spirit, may have been an auntie. It's a lovely lady who's trying to shower you with petals and wanting to bake a cake for you as well. Some candles that are there that I can see here, as well as the boat. So, yeah, you've got a platform on which to build. You're building a new, prosperous and rewarding relationship. I'm going to just put this crystal down. I'm going to come back to it in a moment, though, before we finish. So I just want to take a couple of cards here for you, mainly because with the Egyptian cards, you can sort of get that snapshot straight away, Renee. Do you have a son? Do you have a son, Renee? Do you? Is there a son
Yes.
between you? Yeah.
Yes.
He seems to be struggling a bit. I've got crook and flail here. It's wrong way around. This is around your son. So it's study, help, mentoring, support, giving him the uplift that he needs. He's in the middle. He feels in the middle of both of you. This is your buckle of Isis, the Egyptian card for buckle of Isis. It's a marriage card. So this is your marriage. The crook and flail is very much hard work, but it's also perseverance. You're going to get there. Here's the Sphinx. It's your man. It's your partner. He's difficult. He's not the easiest man in the world. He has very much his rooted beliefs, and they're hard to shift. So he can be stubborn, can be a stubborn character, but you can smooth him. You can stroke him and smooth him. He is easy to handle. If you want to handle him, Lotus here, very much that flower opening of love and romance. That's also for your son. So I see a lot of love around him. And let's see, finally here, we've got the key of life, the breath of life. It's the Ankh. So that's your symbol, Renee. So if you can see this, I want you to think about this as your card, your symbol, and use this as a meditation. And this is something that you can focus on and think about how better times are going to come in. So I hope that's been helpful for you, Renee. Do take care of your mum as well. Has she passed into spirit? I have to ask you that because I've got this lovely female energy.
No, she's still here. She's still here.
What about your auntie then? Because there's somebody in spirit who is around her as well. Yeah? Do you know her?
Oh, my mom is still alive.
Yes, I know. But there is a lovely female in spirit wants to say there's all the love in the world to you. It's a family member. I'm going to call it a day there and say thank you very much here, Renee. I hope you've enjoyed your reading. I'm going to end now on the crystal ball, all of the images that we've seen into the crystal, and I will be back next week with some more crystal ball and some more psychic messages and some more connections through to spirit. Remember, you can get through to me on my website as well, and that's Eleanor Grace at gracedestiny.com. Grace Destiny is my website. Go across there. You can book appointments, see everything that there is to see about what I get up to in the UK. But thank you for joining us here today, and I'll see you same time next week. Bye-bye.